And then it all boils down to cellular health. And you mentioned a lot in the intro with like the mitochondria and ketosis. And uh, that's what it's all about. If you could get your cells functioning the way that it was designed, the way that God built it, then you're going to thrive, right? We know the mitochondria have dual roles. The mitochondria produce energy. You mentioned ATP, it produces ATP, and we want it to produce ATP and at the same time get rid of any free radicals. But the mitochondria also act as these surveillance systems. There's some research out there by Dr. Robert Nabio looking at the mitochondria having its own intelligence. And when there's a lot of stress in the body, chemical stress like the toxicity we just spoke about, mental stress or physical stress, the mitochondria, in order to save the body's life, will shut down energy production. This is called the cell danger response. And then we have chronic fatigue, we have COVID long haul symptoms, we have autoimmune disease, we have cancer, we have a long list of things. Mitochondrial dysfunction is linked to pretty much every disease out there. But what if we could do something to let the mitochondria know that everything is safe? What if we could do things to communicate with the mitochondria to make more of themselves and produce more energy at the same time, get rid of any free radicals? Well, we can. So, number one, you start removing the interference, so toxicity, whatever it is. But number two, ancient healing strategies like ketosis, right? We know that ketones, and keto, by the way, is not a diet, it's a metabolic process, it's not new. It's been around for as long as humans have existed. It's an ancient healing strategy. When you are in a state of ketosis, those ketones act as signaling molecules to actually communicate with your mitochondria. And it tells the mitochondria to make more of themselves. So the mitochondria produce more energy. A single molecule of glucose produces about 32 to 36 ATP energy. A single molecule at the same weight of glucose, but ketones produces 120 plus ATP. It's 400% more energy. And at the same time, it creates a process called mitochondrial uncoupling, which simply means more energy is produced. So there's more free radicals, but the uncoupling gets rid of those free radicals. So you have a situation here where ketones are creating more energy by creating more mitochondria and uncoupling any inflammation, meaning more energy, less oxidative stress. And to me, in my book, that is a big win-win that we want to tap into.
Well, that oxidative stress is what ages you quicker. So as we reverse it, then you're not aging as quick, and then you increasing the ATP, which is actually going to help you reverse aging. And a lot of people say, well, Sarah, you don't eat a lot of vegetables or fruit, and why aren't you getting your antioxidants? Well, you don't need as much. It's kind of like there's not as much exhaust or toxins released. Like I liken it to the Tesla versus the gas guzzling Suburban, and there's not as much cleanup. So you're much cleaner burning fuel, and the inflammation is down. I have a friend who was not able to work out because of pain, and she said, Sarah, I just have to stop eating. I'm going to have just a pea protein shake, and that's all I'm going to eat. And I said, well, it's not going to work. And she said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, pea protein can be full of mold and inflammatory, and you're starving your body and you're not getting what you need. And then she was also going to fill in with a whole bunch of salads and vegetables. I said, you need to eat wild animal protein and intermittent fast, and don't skimp on the protein, and see what happens. Ben, in 3 weeks, she's lost 12 pounds. And her plantar fasciitis is gone. All of the inflammation is gone. And it was literally not just eating a total high fat diet, because everyone thinks, oh, this keto thing, it's all high fat. It can be any type of fat you want, or you can eat the packaged keto foods or whatever and get the results. You've got to do it the right way. And you also have to go in and out of ketosis. But